everybody, and welcome back to Spirituality with Gabriella. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome. My channel is all about doing pick a card tarot readings, and I also do some meditations and Reiki. So today we are doing an exciting pick a card reading about what does your future spouse love about you? It's been a while since I did a future spouse reading, and I know that many of you love them. So we are going to enjoy this one today, go with the flow, see what comes through. And we have 4 different piles that we're working with today. Over here we have pile 1 with the Chrysocolla. Pile 2 with the Lapis Lazuli. Pile 3 with the black Onyx. And pile 4 with the Pyrite. So take all of the time you need to tune in and choose the pile that speaks most to you. And once you've got that, you can fast forward using the timestamps below to get your own personal reading. And I will see you all there. Thank you so much. All right, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we are discovering what your future spouse loves about you. Our first card here is the Hermit. And we are using a couple different decks today, so I'm going to shuffle some from the Gold Liar Tarot deck. This is one of my favorites. You probably see me using it a lot. We also have the Art Nouveau Tarot deck today. We have the 3 of Wands here. This is the 8 of Swords. The Fool. And lastly, the Knight of Cups. All right, so these are all beautiful cards. Let's get started. And before I tap into the cards specifically, I want to say I'm getting a very creative and intuitive energy from this pile. I feel like a lot of you know how to engage in self-expression, whether that be through movement, dance, yoga, singing, some kind of writing. I feel like you have a lot of channeled messages. So this is something that interestingly attracts your future spouse. But without further ado, we can get into the cards themselves. So the first one you have here is the Hermit. What does your future spouse love about you? Well, you're a very deep thinker. You are the type of person who isn't going to take everything at face value. You like to ponder, whether that is your own thoughts or whether it's something that maybe even society has told you that you have to do. So I feel you're the type of person to have a lot of critical thinking. You question things. You have a creative mind and a very entrepreneurial spirit in a way, but you also know how to not just take everything as it's said. You know that there's like 10 layers deeper than the first thing that you're told. And so therefore, you're like the Hermit here. You have a very strong mind. Your future spouse likes you because you have a quick wit, but at the same time, you don't rush anything. I feel like you take time with your decisions. You're a thorough person. There are certain projects where you just want to jump in and you want to be really fast. I'm getting that as well. Like, especially when you feel very inspired, you might just like run towards doing something. You might totally throw yourself into a passion project or even a person. However, with big decisions, with big phases and changes in your life, I feel like you take your time and I feel like you're very thorough. So with the Hermit, this indicates that you are not only spiritual, you're also philosophical, you're definitely creative, you're the type of person who knows what they want, even if it doesn't always seem like it. You really do know spiritually what you want, and your future spouse hugely admires this about you. I'm getting that a lot of you like to travel, a lot of you like to expand your awareness and perspective. I'm seeing a lot of colors too. I don't know if a lot of you do art or if you like visiting museums, but I'm getting photography, I'm getting just you're a student of the world, like you love traveling, you love exploring, you have a very sensitive soul in some ways, and your future spouse loves that you are just so passionate about things. I feel like I could say, oh, hey, like let's go to this museum, and you would just be so excited, like overjoyed, just really wanting to get everything out of that experience. And so you're a lifelong learner, you are a student of the world, you are the type of person who gets bored easily. You know, you don't want to stay in a routine. You don't want to stay doing the same thing all the time. I feel you want to travel. You want to break out of the norm. You don't want to just stay with what's linear. You like the abstract. Definitely a lot of creative energy, and you channel this into being a very unique person. Like you have very specific hobbies and traits and skills even that you are just absolutely fantastic at. And your future spouse sees this and they love that about you, and they really like your aura. Like you have a very excitable aura. It's kind of like a Sagittarius energy, so some of you might be a Sag or even a fire sign like an Aries. It feels like you're expansive, you're excited, you are kind of spontaneous at times. However, when it comes to the most important and critical decisions in your life, you're not going to rush that, and you know that. I'm getting that you make your future spouse feel very secure. So from the beginning, when you two are even going on dates, to me it feels like, wow, they feel safe with you. They like you because you're spontaneous and fun, and I see you giggling and dancing around the kitchen, cooking together, having candlelit meals together. The romance in this connection is so real. It goes so deep. Honestly, I'm just smiling thinking about it. It's so cute. But I feel like in this connection, it's just lively, so you never get bored of each other. Even if you get married at 20 and it's now you're 50 or whatever, it feels like you've had that same spark over the years. And I see you just doing a lot of fun things together. A lot of dancing too. Dancing and walking, exploring, hiking. You know, a lot of that stuff is stuff that you really care about and that you really enjoy. And I feel that you two have a shared love of Mother Nature. Like you love getting out, exploring, you love taking walks and hikes. I'm getting like a hot climate for a lot of you. I don't know if a lot of you live somewhere where it's really sunny, or maybe perhaps you travel somewhere where it's really sunny, but I'm getting a lot about like a dusty climate, or even hiking somewhere. My spirit guides are showing me Torrey Pines, which is here in San Diego. So look it up. Maybe there's somewhere like that where you live, and it feels like you love just being outside, being in nature together. I'm getting that your future spouse has struggled in relationships previously because they felt trapped. I get a lot of loyalty coming from them. So I know this reading is about you, but I feel like they're a very loyal, stable person, and they're very sensitive as well. They don't seem like it when you first meet them, but under the surface, you realize that they're very sensitive, they're very caring, they're committed. This is honestly like the perfect partner. It's hard to meet somebody who's that loyal and that committed. But I feel because of their commitment in the past, that led them to be in a long relationship that wasn't truly serving them. And I feel like the other person kind of took advantage of them. And they're really happy when they meet you because not only do you have the mind and the values that they look for, but you also have this romantic, free-spirited energy that makes them really happy. So one thing I'm getting that they love about you is you really help break them out of that previous pattern that they were in, and it kind of breaks them out of their comfort zone in some ways. I get that this is a pretty fast connection. To me, it feels like once you meet, things move pretty quickly. I feel like your energies are just so aligned, and it's never awkward between the two of you. Like, sure, there are moments when you're first meeting each other where you're not going to tell everything to one another, but it feels like a very natural connection, very fun, free flowing. This is a high vibe connection. This is definitely a marriage material connection, even from the very beginning. When you first meet, it's like, wow, I feel so free with this person, but this person is also very smart and grounded. They're well read. They're good at research, a lot of them as well. This could be you or your future spouse, but I'm getting a research vibe. Some of them are writers. Definitely, this is a whole new chapter once you meet them, and you might even be surprised at how quickly you meet them, but it just feels like everything clicks into place, like everything is perfect, and it's a new beginning from the very beginning. From the moment you meet them, you kind of know, okay, yeah, we get along, this person is cool. And even with little things, like let's say that you go on a hike or you go to the beach or something like that, I feel like everything happens pretty fast, even with physical contact. Like it feels by the second date, you're really, going further in the relationship. And it feels like everything is really easy. Like you don't need to think about it. Your spirit guides are saying not to get too caught up in your head. Like sometimes because you are very philosophical in some ways, you can overanalyze things. And they're just saying like this person is actually as good as they seem. There are no red flags in this connection. This person has a really good family. They're very close with their family, I think. And yes, they've been in this hard relationship, but I also feel like they've really healed from it and they know what they want. What they want is you. And they are ready to go for it. They're ready to give you this offering. You have the Knight of Cups here. So I feel like they pursue you for the most part. And the thing they like about you as well is you do keep a healthy distance. So you know, or you remind them that you're there, and they really appreciate that about you, and they know they can rely on you. However, you're not like super clingy or really needy or anything like that. I feel like you're at an arm's length, especially at the beginning when you're dating. And when they're with you, they feel so happy and so free. And then when they're not with you, they are the ones who kind of suggest plans or suggest when to next meet up, that kind of thing. But the whole connection feels so natural and easy. It just feels like you're gonna know within the first 2 dates that this is your person and that this can be a long-lasting relationship, which of course turns into marriage. So we also have the Five of Wands here. To me, this is kind of moving on from the past. So when we see the Five of Wands, there's going to be some minor things that come up. And I don't even want to call it struggle. I think they're minor disagreements. Not everything is all like super happy all the time, and that's actually healthy. I feel like there are things that you learn about each other where you're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Like, I didn't know that about you before, but now that I do know, I'm going to work with it. And to me, this is just preferences. Like, I'm going to give a really random example. Let's say that they have a specific diet, like they don't eat gluten or something. For one person, that might feel restrictive. For the other person, that's their preference. But it doesn't matter. I feel that they're very accepting of you. You're very accepting of them. And I feel they show that they're very accepting from the beginning as well. So yes, there will be things that unfold over time where you're learning about each other, and there might be moments of pause where you're just like, oh, I didn't know that, okay. But I really don't see this being hard energy at all. This is actually just healthy energy. And again, every relationship should have some kind of conflict to a certain extent, because working through that is what actually makes the relationship stronger. But overall, I get this is a very secure relationship. This is honestly amazing. It's a lot of romance, a lot of high vibe energy. So definitely you'll be feeling like you have a new beginning from the moment you meet them. And I feel you help break each other out of your comfort zones, but at the same time, it's like a very supportive, caring, fun-loving kind of energy. So I'm super happy for you. I feel like for some of you, this person is not far away, by the way. Like you can meet them this year. And when I say this year, I'm talking about if you're watching in real time from November to November 2022, so 2021 to 2022, most of you are going to meet them, yeah, within the next year and a half, I would say. So this is very exciting. Good luck. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like a personal reading, you can book using the links down below. I also offer coaching, manifestation circles, and tarot mentorship, so you can check all of that out down below. I love all of you. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! All right, pile two, welcome to your reading. So let's find out what your future spouse loves about you. You have the Six of Cups. That is beautiful. So we are going to be using a couple different decks today. For you, I'm going to do the Rider-Waite deck. So the Emperor, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and we also have the Art Nouveau deck here. This is the Page of Cups, Justice, the Ten of Cups, and lastly, we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is I feel like this is more of a slow-moving connection. Like it takes you both some time to even accept that you are each other's future spouse. And it's not because you're not attracted to each other. I get that there's a lot of attraction there. I feel like it's just both of you kind of second guess the connection a little bit. I feel like this is someone you've known for a long time, and some of you have actually been in a relationship with them when you were younger. And when I say younger, I'm talking about high school, college, early 20s kind of phase of your life. For a lot of you, it's closer to college, like when you're, I don't know, 20, 22. So I feel like some of you feel a really deep connection to this person because it's like, oh my gosh, this person knows everything about me. They know exactly what I want, what I need in life. However, is this really my person? Like, is there not somebody else out there for me? And a lot of you just naturally second guess it because this person has always been around. Like, they've always been a friend. If you look at the Six of Cups here, these two people are playing together and these two little boys are kind of arranging these flowers, and they have this camaraderie and this understanding for each other, but you wouldn't necessarily guess that you would go off to marry your childhood friend. But that is kind of the vibe here. It doesn't necessarily mean you know this person from childhood, but what I am going to say is this person is like a best friend to you. Like, this person feels very safe, very secure. When you're around them, you don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to act different. They take you exactly as you are. But because of that, you know, you might have some lingering doubts at the beginning. We have the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. Both of these cards, to me, are slow moving. So the Emperor is a very stable card. It's a lot of leadership energy. But to me, this is a bit of a slow-moving connection. Like, you have to do it in phases. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, people talk about how this is the slowest knight. There's a lot more to this card, but this is a hard-working person, and your future spouse is willing to put in the effort and intention to attract you, to be in a relationship with you, to honor you, to serve the relationship as best as they can. You're willing to do it as well, but I'm getting sometimes you second guess. We have the Seven of Cups here, so sometimes there are doubts. In any case, I want you to throw all of that away in terms of the doubts just for a second and tune in to the amazing energy and connection that the two of you have, because this is a real connection. First of all, your future spouse has so much softness towards you. That's the number one thing that comes up. This softness is an energy of like, wow, this person is mesmerizing to me. This person is energetic, they're enthusiastic, they have a really big personality in some ways. Like, I feel like you have a lot of confidence if you're doing something that you feel really competent in. Like, other people look at you and they're like, wow, you know how to get people's attention if you really want to. Some of you have naturally grown up to be like a performer, which is interesting. Some of you have done ballet or dance or been on a stage from a young age. Perhaps you're in the film industry. You know, you're used to people watching you and seeing you, and you know how to command space. That's something that your future spouse really admires about you. And I'm getting that there is a little bit of distance here. So it could be physical distance for some of you, like some of you could be in different countries, but there's an energetic distance where your future spouse is like observing and watching and waiting and wanting to find the right moment to tell you how much they love you, but they kind of hesitate sometimes. So all of you watching this reading, please think carefully about who this person might be, because they have immense fondness towards you. They're like wide-eyed for you. Like they just admire you so much. They think that you're so talented. You hold yourself with poise, you're confident, you're charismatic, you're creative, you have this amazing smile. I'm getting that they love your energy, they love your smile, they love your hair. That's another thing that's coming through. They really just love you. They're overjoyed whenever they're in your presence, and they're trying not to push it, like especially if you're in contact with them already, which a lot of you are. They're trying to give you space and they're trying to allow for the relationship to build naturally. However, they have a lot of feelings towards you, and by the time you two are together, I feel like, wow, it's just there's been a lot of like pent up emotions in a positive way, which allows for more of this electric connection. And I'm getting that some of you kind of second guess them. Like you think, oh, is that really the person? Because, do they really make enough money? Or are they really going to give me the lifestyle I desire? Your spirit guides are just saying, like, get out of your head with this connection, because this person loves you and love is love. And that's what you really need. And yeah, you love yourself. You've been working on yourself. I'm getting that. And this person loves you. So, hey, the stars are aligned, so it's going to work out. Definitely the connection seems to be in the younger phases though, because we have Page of Cups, also the Page of Wands. So again, I'm getting that this person is very observant towards you. They think you're multi-talented. With the Page of Wands here, they are in awe of your ideas, and they're also willing to wait. It could take 12 years for you two to get together, and they would be okay with that. They would be willing to wait. They just are so in awe of you that they will do whatever it is that is necessary. So this is beautiful. This is honestly like, what a loyal person. I love them for you. I think they're awesome. You've known this person for a long time, for sure. Okay, we also have the Page of Cups, like I was saying here. So they are going to be the pursuer in the relationship. They will be the one to extend their arm and say, hey, come with me, let me show you what it is that life has in store. And I get a lot of magic as associated with this connection. So I'm talking about an energy of, it almost feels ethereal. Like when you're with them, it's completely timeless. You just don't pay attention to the time. Everything is just going perfectly as it's meant to. You have so much fun with them. They make you laugh. They're a very funny person. You're also quite funny. So there's a lot of like positive energy and momentum here. And yeah, I'm just getting like, get out of your head. That's what your spirit guides keep saying. You don't need to analyze it. You don't even need to put a timeline on it. Like it can be 12 years and you two will still end up together, even if you have never done anything together in all of that time. It can be that much and you will still be happy and you will still get married to this person ultimately. So you can take your time with it. They're willing to be there for you. They are always going to wait for you because you are the apple of their eye. That's what I'm getting. And they love you. So you'll be happy with them. So we have Justice too. Justice is also a card of the scales balancing. So not only is this relationship balanced, but also it's an indication that all of the effort they've been putting in and that you've been putting in is going to pay off. And justice is all about the fair outcome transpiring. So if they've been putting in a lot of consistency over the years, they're always there for you. Whenever you have a problem, they're always there to listen. They always buy you gifts for your birthday. They're just a really nice person. They're just really sweet. And justice is going to ensure that you two end up together, whether your logical mind likes it or not. That's just the honest truth. When we have the Six of Cups, Justice, the Emperor, these are all really strong energies, especially major arcana energies here. So you're gonna be very happy with this person. Your spirit guides are not gonna allow for anything otherwise. So your spirit guides are just saying like, We have you, we are holding you. You can take your time with this connection, but know that you're going to be really happy. The sooner you open up to it and stop analyzing it, the happier you're going to be. You have the Ten of Cups here. Ten of Cups is an energy of being overjoyed. It is a lot of love, a lot of happiness. There's like a rainbow in the card in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. To me, it feels like you're going to have a very happy life together, happy family. I'm getting a life where you're able to get out, you're able to have time with yourselves. It just feels so timeless. Like this love is very pervasive. It's lasting. It's not going to end. And in fact, that's why you two are so close. It's like you have that spark, and the spark is what is always there. And that's what allows you to text them or call them whenever something happens and you want to talk to someone. They're always there. So I'm just getting a lot of consistency, and I get that they admire you so much. And you have a beautiful smile. They keep saying that. Definitely be willing to lean into this connection. Don't be in your head too much. If you don't know who this person is after all of that, just keep your eyes open. There's probably someone there that is around you or in your field that you haven't been paying attention to. No need to lower your standards or anything. I'm getting you are physically attracted to this person, so no need to worry about that. But just know that this person is there for you. And it will be a bit of a slower moving connection, but it will be lasting and it will 100% be worth it. So I hope this gave you some clarity and guidance. If you like this reading, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share it if you feel so inclined. If you would like a personal reading, you can book using the links down below. And I also do manifestation circles, coaching, and one-on-one tarot mentorship. So if you are interested in any of that, please check that out. All right, I will see you all in the next video, and I'm sending you off with a lot of love and light. Bye-bye. All right, pile 3, welcome to your reading. So let's find out what your future spouse loves about you. Your first card is the 8 of Cups, and today we are using the Soul Cards deck for you. So let's see what comes through. Okay, you got 7 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. And the Chariot, wow, beautiful. And then we'll also use the Art Nouveau deck here, see what your future spouse loves about you from this deck. The Tower, the High Priestess, the Chariot again, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, wow, this is an intense vibration. This is a very interesting energy we got going on here. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is many of you have been through a lot. You have been through a deep transformation and deep healing process. I'm getting that a lot of you have struggled with darker things, like a dark childhood, darker energies, connections that didn't serve you well, even people who were potentially emotionally or physically harmful to you. All of that is either things that you're currently working through or in the past. I'm getting for most of you, it's in the past. And a lot of you are feeling uncertain about love or hopeless about love, which is part of the reason why you're watching this reading. Totally understandable. What your spirit guides want you to know, first off, before I even tap into the future spouse stuff, is you have the 8 of Cups. The first card is always symbolic of the person being read for. So in this case, I'm getting that you have decided critically to move on from that past, to break those patterns, to no longer allow yourself to go back there. And you know that you have a lot more self-worth than you have allowed yourself to think before. In the past, you told yourself things like, well, I was stupid, or I was dumb, or I let that happen to me. And your spirit guides are saying, no, no more self-sacrificing. We're not going to beat ourselves up anymore. That is not allowed. You are moving on, and you know that there is a different way, a higher path, a path that is more spiritual. But a lot of you have dealt with something that has felt like a crumbling, because when we see the Tower, this is an energy of being shaken to our very core and to the root of our foundation, and we no longer even know what our foundation is, so therefore we have to rebuild. And so if you're finding yourself at this point in your life, your spirit guides are saying, we love you, it's okay. It has been hard and they recognize that. In fact, many of you have an energy of having had to escape something with the Seven of Swords. You had to run away, you had to escape. It wasn't easy. This was not an easy connection, whatever it was that happened to you. For some of you, it's family. For others, it's a romantic partner. For others, it's even like a mentor, teacher figure. So, you know, it's been hard, it's been challenging. However, your spirit guides are saying you consciously know that you can't let yourself stay in that energy, and you consciously are trying to protect yourself and move towards something more spiritual and more light. And so the first thing I want to say is when it comes to your future spouse, they're definitely here for you. For some of you, this is not immediate, and it's because you have a little bit more healing to do, but your spirit guides are working with you and they're going to bring this person in when you are ready. So it's not like you need to be 100% healed and everything needs to be perfect, because that would be kind of silly. That's not how life works. But your spirit guides want you to get to like 60 or 70% or even 80% if possible of healing. And they want you to know that there's a light on the other side of the tunnel. So here, this light is shining on the mountaintop, and the mountain might be dark and foreboding, but your spirit guides are saying there's a light and you know to follow it. Yes, you've been through something challenging. You've had to escape. You've had to find your freedom. But if you look at what's coming for you, your life is about to change quite a lot, and your future spouse is going to change your life in a huge way. This person is completely different from whatever it was that had you in this kind of stuck, darker energy. So now, what does your future spouse love about you? First of all, they really admire you. They hear your story. They understand your past. They understand the wounds that you've been through. It really feels like you've had a cross to bear. Like a lot of you have gone to therapy. You've had to do a lot of healing. You've lost somebody. You have had to escape. That's literally the vibe I'm getting. However, your future spouse sees this, they honor it, and they just hold you with so much love and support. They have a lot of safety for you. They leave a lot of space. They're the type of person who is there when you need them and when you need space, because I'm getting that you do sometimes. They'll be able to reel it back and they'll be able to just say, it's okay. I'm going to give you space right now. So the first thing is they admire you because not only have you done this for yourself, you also have like a higher calling to help other people who have been in similar situations heal as well. And so what they love about you is they see that you've been very brave and courageous, and you've done things that a lot of people couldn't bring themselves to do, such as leave, such as escape and move on. And they see that, they honor it, and now they know you have a higher mission to heal and to spread your love and light with the world. So we have the High Priestess here. What I'm getting is your future spouse is drawn to you. It's almost because of your mind. Like they think you're very beautiful. They think you're almost mystical. They know from the beginning that they don't know everything about you. So you are like the High Priestess. You have secrets. You have things that you haven't told everybody. And they see that and they recognize it. But what I like about them is they don't push you. They let you come to them. They just are there as a supportive figure, as somebody in your life that holds space for you and has a very warm presence, somebody who is very patient with you. And I'm getting that over time, you are able to rebuild the trust that you have lost. So a lot of you have struggled with trust issues because you haven't been able to trust people in the past. This situation or this phase of your life did not facilitate a lot of trust. However, with your future spouse, over time, they show to you, wow, they're really reliable. They're really loyal, really trustworthy. They're the type of steady, stable influence that you have always wanted, and you kind of talked yourself out of it. Like for some time you thought, oh my gosh, maybe I'll never have that. Maybe I'll never get it. However, here with the High Priestess, you know at your core on a soul level that there's someone great for you, and your spirit guides and your soul is going to lead you towards this person. So your future spouse is there for you. They're going to be very patient. You will know that it's them because you trust them. That's the reason. This is not some superficial connection. It's not like, oh, I know that that's my future spouse because they're so attractive or they're so jacked. It's nothing like that. You are looking for something a lot deeper. You need somebody who can walk through the fire with you. Like, that's the energy of this pile. You are looking for somebody who is going to stand by you no matter what. And first of all, I want to say this is like a beautiful love because they really see you. They hear, see, feel, and know. And they are really tuned into you. So, first of all, they honor you. That's the first thing I want to keep saying. They really honor what you've been through. And now they're really seeing you. And I'm not talking about physically, although they think you're very attractive and they think you're exquisite, in fact. However, it goes deeper than that. It's like when you are with them, you feel like they're seeing your soul. You look into each other's eyes, and there's just something there that you cannot describe. But that connection is so real and so pervasive. So, this person is a huge change from what you've had in the past. We have the wheel, so the energy in your life has shifted, whereas in the past you were blindfolded like this woman. This woman is going to turn this wheel, and when she sees the result, her whole life is changing. So you have decided to walk the spiritual path, and now the wheel of fortune is going to turn in your favor, and this person is going to come into your field and into your energy. This is a very beautiful connection. I'm getting that they will keep distance at the beginning just to respect you. So it's up to you how much you decide to let them in. They're very stable, very steady. They are not quick to anger. This person is extremely patient. They're empathetic, compassionate, kind. A lot of them have they have a deep thinking way about them. So it doesn't necessarily mean to say that they're a poet or something like that, but they have the aura of somebody who could be really talented in that type of field because they go deep. They know that you're like an onion. You have many layers, and that fascinates them. And they also know that they need to pace it and that they can't rush it. They know that with you, if they try to rush it, they'll completely mess it up. And in fact, people in the past have not respected your boundaries and have not been fair to you in this way. And so the reason why your future spouse is so amazing is because they are so respectful. They really check in with you at every step along the journey. And here we have all the perfect happy cards. So this is an amazing connection. Four of Wands. So I do think a lot of you will have a happy family together if you would want that. If you want children, they're there for you. I'm also getting pets. Like some of you might have 1 or 2 dogs, for example, or even a cat. There's a lot of bliss in this connection because this is almost an ethereal connection. It has a vibe of being otherworldly. Like I said, you look into each other's eyes and you just know. Like you just feel it. It's like your body is buzzing. The energy is vibrating. There's something there that you simply have not felt before. And there's something there that allows you to trust them. Whereas in the past, trust did not come easily to you. So whatever it is, there's something there. You feel this strong connection. You feel like you can just melt into this person's arms. They keep you safe. They hold you. And they love you so much because of what you've been through, because of how strong you are. You have a lot of willpower. You're committed to healing. You're committed to helping other people who have been through what you've been through. You're a very sensitive soul as well, and still waters run deep. And so I'm gonna say that a lot of you are not the loudest people in the room. You know, you probably have many, many layers, but your future spouse loves that about you. They find it enthralling and interesting. So we have the Chariot here twice. When we see the Chariot, this is a connection or a relationship that is born of hard work. It's not easy to get to this point in life. As you can see here, this person has done something significant. Perhaps they've won a war. Perhaps they have done something that is of value to their society. It was not easy for them to be recognized in this way. And the Chariot is not really so much about recognition, but it's more about this feeling of success that comes after a lot of hard work, after you have done everything that you could think of, after you've put in all the effort that you've ever had. This is what is born of it. And so it's a huge reward to see the Chariot in your spread. This means that your healing is justified, your healing is working, your decision to leave this phase of your life, because it was a conscious decision, even though it was extremely emotional as well, has led you to a changing energy, happiness and love, steadiness and love, bliss, 100%. And then now the Chariot, a huge successful energy. I'm so happy for you. You really deserve this person. They also deserve you, but you have been through a lot, so you deserve this person so much. So grateful that you're watching this reading. I feel like this was a very important message from your spirit guides to you. They want you to know that they honor you, they see you, they know that you're showing up in the world as best as you can. Just keep going. You got this. You are amazing. Your future spouse is also amazing, and so you're going to have a very happy future with them. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this reading, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, share it if you feel so inclined. If you would like a personal reading, you can book using the links down below. You can also look for access to manifestation circles and to get tarot mentorship with me as well as coaching. So look down below and I will be available. I love all of you. Good luck with everything, and I'm sending you off with so much love and light. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, pile 4, welcome to your reading. So let's find out what your future spouse loves about you. You have this 6 of Wands. That's awesome. So we're going to use the Gold Liar tarot deck today. The Sun. The World. Okay, wow. These are all very positive. The 8 of Cups. We'll also use the Art Nouveau tarot deck. The Devil. The 7 of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Strength. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's tap into this energy. So the first thing I want to say is they're really drawn to your energy. You have a very high vibrational energy where it's very light and airy. It's easy to tap into. It's easy to feel safe around you. I feel like you have a really warm smile. Almost by smiling, you kind of take everybody in, and people see that and they recognize that in you. And your future spouse notices that from the beginning. I'm getting that a lot of you have like rosy cheeks. Some of you are fair-haired. Very cute face as well. Like your future spouse is like, oh, they're so beautiful and they're so cute. Like they have a really nice, some of you have like a round face, and they love your vibration. It's your energetic vibration that they're drawn to, like a moth to light. So that's the first thing that comes up. So with the 6 of Wands here, I get an energy of teaching around you. It's like teaching, public speaking, success. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are giving TED Talks, for example, but I do feel you're teaching in some way or form. To me, it feels like you're really good at breaking down a concept or an idea and distilling it to its essence so that everybody can understand it. And you've been the type of person who over time has been really good at taking very complicated information and just distilling it to the key points. And this is something that you are admired for in your community. It could be even like you've done research, for example, on something that's very complicated and now you've made it very easy. I'm also getting an energy of yoga for a lot of you. So maybe you practice yoga. You might also teach yoga. So yoga, for example, can be very complicated when you're thinking about the different asanas and the postures. There's a lot of knowledge that goes into that, but I'm getting you're very good at breaking down information. So you have a very high vibrational kind of energy around you, for sure. Now I want to immediately go to the Devil here, because your spirit guides are drawing me over this way. What does your future spouse love about you? They are attracted to your energy because they have struggled with some things in the past. I'm getting cyclical thoughts. I'm getting a little bit of an energy of depression. Like they have been through a lot. They've been through their own journey. Some of them are still currently in their healing process. However, they look to you as a guide in some ways. And the good thing about this is I feel that you have a very strong romantic connection with them. So it's not like they're draining you. Rather, it's like they're trying to figure out their stuff and they look to you as somebody who knows how to help them. And just as an example, it could be like you're a tarot reader, for example, and they ask you for readings from time to time. Now, they're not draining you, but they are very appreciative of your abilities because your abilities are helping them further themselves along their healing journey. And they're working on it. I'm getting they're working on it, and you're also working on your own pursuits. I would say spiritually, you are in some ways more evolved, but when you two come together, it just feels like, wow, this is a strong connection. It's like a perfect mix between romantic but also secure. Like there is kind of an electric energy, especially with your thoughts. I'm getting that one of you is a really big thinker and wants to talk about the real ideas. Like they don't want to just talk about, oh, what groceries are you getting? It's more like, no, like, are there other universes outside of our own? You know what I mean? Like there's a difference in the level of thoughts and ideas that are being spoken about. And so I feel one of the reasons that they're really drawn to you is because they're working on themselves, and then they see you as this high vibrational person, this person who has walked a spiritual path, and now they kind of want to follow suit. And they were already starting this by themselves, even at the time that you meet, but it's like the two of you come together because you are supposed to help teach them, they're supposed to help support you, and then together you actually access like a higher realm of the divine. I know this is sounding kind of high level here, but your spirit guides are saying it's like you almost push through the current energetic plane and you push into a higher level that feels more divine. It feels like just very beautiful. So what do they love about you? You are enthusiastic, you're positive, you're the type of person who sees the glass half full, not half empty. You are creative, you are the type of person who's very kind. You know, you're always there for your friends. When your friends need you, you're the first one to be by their side. If anything should happen to anyone, you're the first one to organize things, to send gifts, to make sure that person feels really supported. You're also very smart as well, and so they can't doubt how smart you are. So it's a combination of you being just a really attractive person, like having a really nice smile, nice cheeks, nice hair, and you also just being a really nice, smart person. That's what they love about you. Your spirit guides are randomly saying something about Halloween. I don't know if you like to dress up a lot. I don't know if you're throwing a Halloween party, but I think they're just saying have fun. So just wanted to pass on the message. So here, your future spouse is kind of like this Hierophant here. The Hierophant is an energy of learning. So when I say teacher, this seems very much in line. Your future spouse is the type of person who wants to go to the core of every idea. So they might be quite analytical in some ways. They are the type of person who wants to break things down. They want to understand things at a fundamental level. And so you're good at breaking information down, therefore they're attracted to you. There's an energy of wanting to replicate knowledge. So it's almost like your future spouse has been working on themselves. Now they're really going to their intellectual side and they want to understand the core of all the ideas because maybe in the future they'll do something really momentous, like they'll write a book or they'll make a class. They'll do something where it's like they can spread this knowledge. Your future spouse is the type of person who does not just want to live for themselves, they want to live for the world. That's actually like a direct connection here. When we see the Hierophant is like a pope, and the pope operates within an institution, but in doing so, the pope is spreading knowledge to a broader audience, to the world. So the world is at your fingertips. You and your future spouse have a lot of potential together to build businesses, to start a yoga studio, to start some kind of class together. And this is two innovative minds coming together. They love the fact that you are a hard worker, you're creative, you are, as I said, very kind. You don't think in the box. You're somebody who wants the best things in life. You're not going to settle. And why this person is so good for you is because they never have the energy of settling. They always want to go further, go deeper. They want to really build themselves. They want to build a strong connection with you. They have strength. They have force. And even looking at this card, La Fuerza, which my Spanish is not good, but if you look at this card, I mean, there's a lot going on here. This man is holding a large wooden mallet, it looks like, and is about to use force in order to do something. Strength is about willpower. It's about having that solid foundation and jumping off of it, and even when the foundation is not there, still maintaining the same willpower. So I feel like you know how to push yourself. You've been through a lot. Some of you have struggled with burnout. I'm just getting a message to slow down and to be more mindful. Even in your own life, that's important. For many of you, you're past that phase though. That was a phase that taught you that you really need to prioritize your healing and your self-care. Your future spouse is like a rock to you, actually. So you and this person, you have this kind of divine connection where there's a lot to uncover, there's a lot to explore. With the world, I mean, this is complete success. This is completion as well. So things have not always been easy, but you and your future spouse really help to complete each other's chapters. So yes, they've been through something more challenging, they've been healing, they complete you, you complete them. And I don't normally like to say that people complete each other, but in this case, it's like you really help each other tie up whatever the previous chapter is so that you can step into a new energy and a more high vibrational energy. And then with the Eight of Cups here, this to me is you two together walking a path that feels spiritual, that feels aligned, a path where it's like the mountains no longer seem scary to you because you have this person by your side. You can walk together, you can discover all of the interesting, intuitive, and unknown things in the world, because I'm getting drawn to this moon here. So it's like you discover the shadowy sides of the world and also the sides that are not so easy to understand. And I'm getting that together. You go on this quest to discover, what is the world really about? Why are we really here? How can we spread this knowledge to others? This is a very divine connection. A lot of twin flames in this pile as well. So is it always easy? No. But is it a divine connection? Yes, 100%. This is a very pure form of love that is here. So you two are supposed to do something together. There's some business opportunity. There's some higher purpose that you're meant to tap into together. Keep an open mind. Definitely be willing to work towards it. When you have the Seven of Pentacles, this is showing that the fruits of your labor are going to eventually pay off, but right now you just need to focus on planting the seeds. And this person hugely admires you. They love your mind. They love the way you think. They really love how you can take up space and hold presence. And together you have the world, the Eight of Cups. You go on a more spiritual path, and you are able to actually change the way that other people live and think. You take them out of not really living with a lot of intention into living with much more intention. So that's why you access that divine or higher realm together. So I hope this reading helped you today. I hope it gave you some clarity and guidance. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share it if you feel so inclined. If you would like a personal reading or coaching or tarot mentorship, or to join one of my manifestation circles, you can book using the links down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!